Hello, my name is Chris, and I am your dungeon master for this campaign, which is called Welcome to the Weirdness. This is our 6th episode. I hope everyone enjoys it. Let's go around and introduce ourselves, starting with Dakota/Shiro.
Hey, I am Dakota or Shiro. I'm playing Velwyn, a human sorcerer thing. Yeah.
All right, Joff.
Hello, I'm Joff. Didn't know where the button was. I found the button, and now the button has been pressed, and I'm talking.
It's been buttoned.
Yes. I'm playing Jack, who's definitely a bard.
Definitely. Dragons/Tony. Being very creepy. Muted though.
I tried to do something cool and it wasn't cool, and I'm a rogue. Hi.
Amador.
Hi, I'm a rogue. I'm Boldar, a Goliath cleric, rock and stone.
And Emily, tough ass B.
I'm Marina, a hard ass, stunning half orc / street fighter, tough ass bitch. Ready to woo and romanticize a beautiful golden locked bar maiden.
I'm here to support that.
I don't think there's any of those in the campaign right now, but you did hook up with a wizard in the last episode, so. All right, I'm going to do a brief recap. If I could share the screen here. Who's in charge of sharing screens?
Oh.
Oh, to the side, please. There we go. Okay, here's the recap. Last episode, our heroes, Velwyn, the sorcerer, Lenny the rogue, Reyna the brawler, and Jack, who now looks like this because he saw a cute girl with curly black hair, and is honestly sure a bard. Along with your friends, Celine, the snake-skinned wizard, Leaf, the teenaged human tempest cleric, and Devok, the humanoid palm tree, who I'm still having trouble drawing. You were all hired by Mr. Clancy Castle, a respected businessman and single father, to go on an expedition to find what happened to 2 wagons of his that were carrying a shipment of stone from a town called Stonefort, which is a 7 days journey to the east of Hildenea, which is where you guys started out. You met the drivers of this expedition, Boldar the Earth Cleric, and Daphne, a cute little gnome woman. The first evening of the expedition, you stopped at the Hotel Riviera, where the proprietor, an elegant elven woman named Elgaladwin, was being plagued by some weirdness. There were missing items, strange noises, eventually threatening voices that drove away all the hotel's guests. Elgaladwin sent her staff on to the next town of Fintenpire to get help from the forge cleric there. But Clancy, who seemed to be very friendly with Elgaladwin, insisted on all of you guys helping. So while Lenny, Leaf, and Daphne stayed outside the hotel grounds to watch over the wagons, the rest of you spent the night inside the hotel. Boldar overcooked some hard-boiled eggs for everyone. Some strange noises led you to a secret staircase that led underneath the hotel, where you discovered the apparent ghost of Elgaladwin's dead husband, Roger, was behind all this weirdness in the hotel. And he had animated a suit of armor, a couple of flying swords, and a couple of swarms of skeletal rats. A big battle ensued. Some notable instances included Jack jamming his gigantic flute, not a euphemism, in a suit of armor and literally blowing it apart, and Reyna snapping a magic sword with her bare hands and bare foot, although she did get cut up a little bit in the process. In the end, El Galadwin actually finished off Roger herself using, ironically, a spell that was stored in a necklace that Roger had given her on their wedding. You looted the room for treasure, which I'll go over in a bit. And then you all went back to your rooms to treat your wounds and get some sleep. So you all got a long rest. If you haven't marked that off, you all got a long rest. And then Reyna and Celine totally hooked up. In the morning, El Galadwin thanked you all and gave Celine the spell storing necklace as a parting gift. And now you all head out of the hotel to the hotel grounds to meet back up with Lenny, Leaf, and Daphne, who are waiting at the wagons. First off, let me stop sharing this. The in-game calendar date is the equivalent of Friday, May the 20th. So most of you got into town on Monday or Tuesday of this same week. So not much time has happened in game. And everyone who participated in the fight, which is everyone except unfortunately for Lenny, go ahead and give yourself inspiration at the start of the episode. I do a little homebrew thing for inspiration. Instead of giving yourself advantage on a roll, you can use inspiration to re-roll any roll. So if you like cast a fireball and you roll a bunch of ones and you don't like that, you can re-roll the fireball damage. If you make an attack roll and don't like it, you can re-roll the attack roll.
Oh, so it's not a dice, it's the rolls.
It's the roll. It's not a dice, it's a roll.
Okay.
DMs,
And then, yes.
Brad.
since I didn't bring my paperwork or my die, will you keep track of it?
I got you up on the screen here.
Thank you.
Let's go over the loot that you all found after the battle. Let me pull that up.
What'd you guys get? What'd you get?
So everyone got 7 copper, 2 silver, 20 gold, and you found a magic dancing short sword, which no one has decided who gets it yet. So
That's cool.
I don't know who's actually carrying it. Let's say Celine's carrying it for now, just because that's easy. So you all walk out, and there's Lenny and Leaf and Daphne waiting patiently by the wagons to head out in the morning.
I mean, Leaf, I told you they'd be here. They're good. They're gonna be here. They'll be well rested. They'll come out here. It's gonna be a great day. A great day.
Leaf is not paying attention to you. He's still making eyes at the cute girl with curly black hair on the next wagon over that he met when you guys arrived at the hotel.
See how this day's gonna go. Oh, good morning.
Devok walks up and goes, "Hey, Lenny, you missed a big fight last night."
Wait. What do you mean I missed a fight?
We killed a ghost. Reyna broke a sword, and there were skeleton rats. It was crazy.
He kicks a rock across the little path. He's like, "You mean to tell me you all got to kick some ass, and I was out here watching the wagons?"
Mm-hmm.
It smelled better, yeah.
I'm not ready to deal with you yet. Okay, you just hush.
My nose wasn't ready for this either.
I'm gonna break it.
Celine comes up to you, Lenny,
Break his nose.
and says, "We did save some of your portion of the loot that we got, though." So she hands you over that 7 copper, 2 silver, and 20 gold. And she also hands it to Daphne, and she gets Leaf's attention and hands him the same amount. 7 copper, 2 silver, and 20 gold. And she holds up the short sword. We also got this. It's a magic sword. No one. We're not really sure who should get it. We should probably decide now.
Our crew.
Sorry. Well, that's you, Reyna, obviously.
I don't know if I'm ready to accept the responsibility. I can if I have to, but who's the most responsible of our crew, I guess is what I should say.
Well,
Hmm.
see,
Everyone just kinda looks
Not me.
Fine,
Not me.
responsible.
I will say nose goes.
I can't use a sword.
I said the same thing.
I more magically inclined than martially inclined.
Devox
Does that mean
says,
Velwyn takes it?
no, he can't. He doesn't know how to use a sword. Devox says, I know how to use a sword, but I like my hammer. Jack, you know how to use a sword?
Oh, I've never used a sword before. Should I take it?
You got your.
Sure.
All right, what does the magic sword do? If I gotta take one for the team, I will. If I can kill some people,
What does
maybe I do
Bulldog
it.
use?
Maybe
Is
I
it
do it.
two-hander
What does it
kinda
entail?
guy?
Am I?
I
Lenny, you're really quiet.
He asked me
What
what
does-
I use. I use a warhammer, but I'm using a shield, and I don't really want to lose a 2 AC.
Okay, can you
I'm out
guys
of-
hear me better now?
Yeah.
You wouldn't lose the
Slightly.
2 AC.
Do I need the shield equipped?
You don't use it, the sword flies around and it's a fucking
The
short sword anyway.
Yeah, Celine explains. So you throw the sword into the air and it fights for you, basically. You don't have to actually wield it.
Oh, I mean, if nobody else wants it, I'll take it. 100%.
I'll throw it.
I do not accept the responsibility. I throw it
Yeah.
with my fists.
Okay.
My charm.
Rollsies.
Boldar or Jack, you guys want to roll for it?
Oh no, I just want to throw it.
Oh. Let's give it to, Celine says, let's give it to Boldar then, and hands it off to Boldar. Boldar, are you
Yay.
proficient in short swords?
Yep. Martial
Cool.
and simple weapons.
I
couldn't
think that
remember
is
if-
an excellent.
I invented the
choice.
Earth Cleric and I can't remember if the
The big guy with an extra sword is always the way to go.
I mean,
so I put that in the Weirdness campaign Discord, Boldar, if you want to.
Celine, what does
Grab
the
it there.
fancy necklace do?
It stores a level 1 spell. I cast mage armor into it last night. So it just whenever I want, I can just cast mage armor once.
It
Do you
also
get to
complements
throw
her
it?
decolletage.
I do have nice. You don't have to throw it. Okay, Clancy claps his hands. All right. I'm going to call my daughter and then we should head out. And so he pulls a sending stone out and says, Mercy, sweetheart, good morning. We took care of the weirdness last night. No problem. I'll call you again tomorrow. Be good for Brenna. Do your schoolwork. And then he holds it to his ear and listens for a minute. All right. She says hi. Oh, Leaf. Could you mend Raina's shirt? She flexed too hard and tore it yesterday. And so Leaf comes over and is holding your tattered shirt together and is being very timid and shy about it. And
I
you
like
realize
everything showing.
he's trying not to touch your boobs, you realize. He's a little embarrassed. But he gets it all mended up magically. It looks as good as new. And
bow to
Daphne
him.
says, or not Daphne, Clancy says, all right, wagon number 1, driven by Daphne. I'll ride shotgun. Velwyn, Jack, and Leaf in the back. Wagon number 2, Boldar driving. Lenny, why don't you ride shotgun again? Raina, Celine,
Okay.
Devok in the back. Let's head out.
I'm gonna hop up next to Boldor and I'm gonna get my hand crossbow out and I'm just gonna start oiling it and just fussing with it while we drive.
Sure.
Jack sits down next to Velwyn, watching Lenny futz with his crossbow. Jack shrinks their size, and their ears get a little bit more pointy. And Jack is cleaning the flute, and goes, "Oh, so Velwyn, why are you so cold?"
It's cold. It's cold here.
I'm not cold. I'm not cold at all.
Are
Hey,
you allowed
better
to
yet,
ask people that?
I guess I did. Yes, I'm allowed because I did. Um, are you friends with Lenny?
Yes.
Okay.
Why do you
Are you
ask?
like friends with Lenny?
What do you mean by this?
Like smooching friends?
I don't think we've quite gotten there yet.
Okay. Because
How's
sometimes you
smell-
guys,
The smell is a little
your
dissuading.
hands?
sometimes you guys fight, and sometimes people who are smooching friends also fight.
I see. I understand where the confusion is coming from.
So you're smooching friends with Boldar.
Not yet. I
Okay.
don't know him well enough.
Because Arena and Snake Pretty, they're smooching friends. Yeah.
What about you?
Way more than that.
Oh, I'll smooch anytime you want. If you'd like a smooching friend, I'll be your smooching friend.
You don't want to like get to know each other a little bit first?
How are we going to get to know each other? By smooching.
Is that how that works?
I mean, I suppose so.
I'm open to try.
Okay, it's a bumpy on this wagon, but when the wagon stops, we should try.
Okay.
Maybe it will warm you up.
Maybe it'll make you cold.
Oh, good point. Hey, do you want to see a magic trick?
I would love to see a magic trick.
Magic. I love magic.
Jack shoots a Eldritch Blast off into the distance.
Out the back of the wagon.
Sick. I'll shoot a firebolt.
It looks
following
like a horizontal tornado of wind just goes.
I'm gonna try to shoot the firebolt and like speed it up so that it goes through the like twirl that this thing's doing.
All right, roll a d20.
Am I adding anything?
Yeah, add your spell attack modifier.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right, it catches up, but it doesn't quite make it through. The DC was 21.
Fair enough.
Okay, that's happening. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna make another joke.
Yeah, to make another joke, please.
Okay, Jack goes, I think we'll do better once we're kissing friends.
So Jack and Lenny or Jack and Velvin are in one wagon. Lenny and Raina and Bold are in the other wagon. They didn't hear
The
any of
smelly
this.
wagon, right?
The smelly wagon. Celine and Raina and Divak are in the back. You guys are heading east along the Skoga River towards the town of Fintenpire.
I'm not muted.
You left about 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's say you'll get there about 7 o'clock at night if you maintain a reasonable pace and no untoward weirdness happens. You never know. After about an hour, you notice a bunch of people on horseback and a couple of like stagecoach like carriages are coming towards you from the town of Fintenpire, which is odd because it's only like 10 o'clock in the morning, which means to have come from Fintenpire, they must have left in the middle of the night. And they're coming up on you, and they're being led by a woman on horseback wearing this just beautiful plate armor. And her skin is the color of charcoal, not like a skin color, like burnt up charcoal. And her eyes are glowing orange embers, and her hair is red and sweeping up, and it's flickering like a flame. And Clancy says woe to everybody, and he turns around and calls back, "These are the El Galadwin's hotel workers coming back with the Forge Cleric from Fintenpire." And he hails them, and they all come to a close and stop, and Clancy hails the Forge Cleric, and she says, "Long time no see, Mr. Castle. We're on our way to the hotel to help El Galadwin with some weirdness." Clancy says, "Well, I have some good news on that front. My crew here actually has taking care of the weirdness last night. Turned out it was Roger's ghost causing some trouble, but he's been dispersed, shall we say. And the forge cleric woman goes, "All right, well that's good news. I'm still gonna accompany these people back to the hotel just to make sure there's no residuals, but I'm glad to hear that Elgaladwin's okay." And Clancy pulls out his little sparkly brick and does this whole spiel about how he's missing this shipment. Has anyone seen these bricks or his wagons? And none of the people have. They all respond in the negative. No one has seen his missing shipment. And so you pass on. Somebody, let's say Lenny, because you're riding shotgun, roll me a D100.
Absolutely.
He's actually riding crossbow, but
That's
semantic.
I can pretend.
Beautiful.
That's a 20.
Okay. All right, you ride on until lunch without incident. You stop about noon for lunch. You're about a third of the way to Fintenpire. It's a place, it's a little bit wider here. You can tell a lot of people stop here for lunch on the way from the hotel to Fintenpire because it's about, 3 hours away from the hotel. You consume your rations. So everyone mark off a daily ration. There are a couple of picnic tables off to one side, and Celine motions to Raina to come sit over next to her, and she goes, "Let me check your bandages." She helped bandage up your shoulder and your hand that got sliced up by the sword last night. As
she checks more than my bandages.
It kind of foreplay. And so she checks your bandages, and she says, "I had a lot of fun last night."
I don't feel comfortable talking about this in front of the group.
Well, they're off over there. They can't hear.
We porked.
And I don't usually pork people I've just met, but I have to say it's super flattering that someone like you, so strong and so beautiful, would be interested in a noodle-armed waif nobody like me.
So then I flex a bunch, and then I run my fingers through her hair and maybe put it in a beautiful French braid and shove some flowers in it, and then I don't know how. How close were the other people?
Is this?
They're back eating at the wagons.
So no one's seeing us right now, right?
They can see you, but they probably can't hear you.
Well, I will whisper disgusting nothings into her ear as I braid her hair, and then I guess that's all I can do at the moment because I don't want to be a pervert. I'm treating her like a delicate lady.
She giggles a lot.
But I'll fuck her later. Sorry.
She says,
My bad. Sorry. That was crap.
No, that's fine.
The dirty talk is off the table, but she explicitly wants you to know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. I don't know how it all works.
No playful things to be done.
No,
but I'm gonna fuck her later. Don't you worry.
I'll braid her hair later.
That was cool.
While you're braiding her hair, she's talking to you. She says,
"Yeah,
she hooked up a few times back at the Mage Academy. It was a school full of horny teenage wizards. So there was some fucking going on. But everyone
I actually cut out a lock of my hair, my beautiful dark hair, and I
you have black hair and she has white hair.
Teeny braid of her golden hair. right here behind the ear, so it hangs down. So as her hair is showing, you always see the multicolored braid.
And she talks about how, everyone was so focused on their studies, there wasn't really any time to get serious with anyone. And she always felt different from the other students there because everyone there was like an elf or a human or a centaur or, and she was the only one with snake skin. And she was the only one who had the goddess of biology as her patron god. Everyone else had the god of magic or the goddess of the mind as their patron gods, and she was the only one who had the body goddess as her patron. So she always felt a little out of place there. She's just kind of rambling because she would blush if she could, but she has snakeskin. Anyone else want to do anything during lunch?
Absolutely. Lenny's going to be sitting with Boldor, and he's going to take just one of his gold coins, right? And he's going to try to teach Boldor how to sleight of hand and do pull a magic trick, like pull a coin out from behind somebody's ear and they don't see it. Just silly shit like that.
All right, Lenny, go ahead and roll your sleight of hand with advantage
Absolutely,
to see how well you can teach it.
Can I please see this and mimic the gesture with minor illusion?
you actually pull a coin out of your ear.
Let's see. Sleight of hand is going to be a 21.
Okay, that's great. Boldar, you're pretty sure you know how to do this. Roll sleight of hand, but with disadvantage because it's your first time ever trying this.
Damn.
You got
this. I am so... You know what? You got this.
It's really easy. I believe in you.
They always
we're not
say
talking
you're
to
nervous.
You eat your lunch over there and be quiet.
So, just fucking yanking coin out from behind my ears.
I got a natural one.
So you palm the coin and you put it up to your ear and it goes flying backwards out of the wagon off into the woods somewhere.
Ta-da!
That was amazing. We will keep working on that. You're doing a great job.
Can I have another one? I want to try again.
Here you go. And I hand him another coin.
Roll again if you want. Still disadvantage.
That's 7.
7. All right. You get the coin, you palm it up to your ear, and it slips down your sleeve.
Trying to fish it out. And then when I pull it out again, I do another ta-da!
Beautiful. See, that's already 10 times better than the first time you did it. So you know what? If we just keep practicing that, before too long, you're going to be like old Lenny, and you're going to be doing tricks that you only dreamed of.
Can I check if it's real?
Oh, it's real.
Yeah,
Lenny don't fuck with no shit that ain't real.
Sorry I didn't recognize the game. My bad, Lenny.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right.
And I hand
Hey,
him.
can I have one of those meat sticks you got over there in your rations? That looks really good. I'll trade you some of this right here.
No, it's okay. Keep what you got. I got you. And I pull out 2 meat sticks and I hand it to him.
Man, you're a nice guy. You're a nice guy. See, this is why we hang out. Unlike
guess-
that guy over there, he's a dick. Yeah.
I turn around.
I look at Velwyn and I eat my meat stick with the shit-eating grin on my face. See, I got friends. Fuck you.
What race is
Please,
Elwyn?
when you eat and open your mouth, turn the other way.
What
Jack
race is
leans over to Velwyn and goes, "Are you sure you're not kissing friends?"
Not yet. Not yet. I'm working on it.
Well, then he doesn't look like a dick. I think he's some kind of humanoid or something.
Thank you.
No, that was a figure of speech there, big guy. You know, he's kind
Also,
of rude.
once again,
good reason.
if you just want to pull the coin out from behind your ear, just do this.
Oh,
Fucking minor illusion.
Yeah, minor illusion. He illusions a coin into his hand.
he'll remember that. So the next time he does that, instead of just like accidentally throwing it, he's gonna do it on purpose. But
I wish I had telekinesis because I'd make that bitch spin around and smoke him in the head.
I think you guys
All
are
right.
great friends.
Me too.
And I think he's high.
Are you?
You guys
I don't-
continue
no,
on.
not
Who wants
yet.
to ride shotgun for the next stretch?
Who's driving?
Boldar's driving one, and Daphne's driving the other. They're the only
DM,
drivers.
quick
Not
question
me.
for you.
Sure. What's a quick question?
How long would you say it would take me to like? Are we like by any like trees that might have like smaller, thin, straight branches or anything like that?
Yes, you're driving through a forest along a river.
Why do you
Perfect.
ask though?
Could I go collect say a dozen very straight, thin sticks?
Yeah, I won't even make you roll. You can do that.
Perfect.
I'm
Thank you.
intrigued though,
I'm gonna
but
put that
why?
in my inventory.
It's a secret why you're gathering them?
It is.
Okay.
So anyway, anybody else want to ride shotgun? Or
Sure.
all right, Belwyn, you can drive shotgun next to Daphne. Clancy will sleep in the back. He's like 60 years old. He needs a nap.
Life in your 60s.
And Leaf will take a turn up in wagon number 2 next to Boldar.
So why do they call you Leaf?
That's what my dad named me.
This is the one that can turn into a tree, right?
No, Leaf is the very young Tempest cleric, like 17 years old probably.
Oh, okay. Oh, so
Who's the tree?
Devok is the tree.
Devok is the tree.
He can't turn into a tree. He actually is a tree.
Oh,
Yeah,
Pardon me.
that's what I was thinking too.
that was really offensive for me to say it. Pardon. But in this case, Boldar would say, obviously he's a lot younger than Boldar is, and he's gonna say, so what made you turn to the cloth? What guided you to where you are now?
Oh, my dad is a Tempest cleric, so I grew up on ships. It's all I've ever known. So by the time I was 15, I was already practicing.
Oh,
Well, earlier than that. By the time I was 13, I think.
you were just a child then. That's very impressive.
Thanks. How about you? Where did you get into the Earth domain?
Oh, I was around your age when I was a young Goliath, fighting, eating, fighting some more, raiding some here. And then I had an epiphany one day amidst a large raid. What is my purpose in life? And I really pondered on that and eventually found myself in the Church of the Earth. And since then, it's given me meaning. I can't speak for everyone else in the church or in any church or any temple at that matter. But to me, it's given me meaning. Protecting the very soil we ride upon with the carriages and the trees that call it home and the creatures that call it home also.
And from the back of the wagon, Jack's like, and I'm really, really liking this trail mix. It's super good.
Trail mix sounds nice, but that's basically what it comes to. And a culmination of purpose. That's why I am the way I am now.
Well, you've got the Earth. I've got the water and the wind.
And
Fist
I've
bump.
got this trail mix.
Damn,
A
that
couple more bites.
good.
A couple more.
Be
Leaf-
careful.
Leaf- Leaf holds out to fist bump you, Boldar.
He fist bumps him.
Boom.
Wow. What a lovely day.
So, Velwyn, make a perception check for me.
Sure. I got a nat 1.
I was
All
gonna
right.
ask if I could give you disadvantage, but instead I don't need to.
Yeah, not necessary.
You're not. You're supposed to be looking out for like
Uh,
signs of like these stones maybe on the side of the road or something that you're not paying attention.
So yeah, I'm not paying attention because I just remembered as I'm sitting there, kind of like looking out, that we were calling Lenny Barnabas, and
Oh, that's yeah.
yeah, and as I remember that, I'm like, hey Barnabas.
You get ignored.
Barnabas, don't ignore me, Barnabas. And that's why we miss
he
whatever the
is-
fuck.
He is too intent doing something in his shotgun position to give two fucks about what you are trying to say.
Yeah, it goes on for like 5 minutes. It's like 5 minutes. This guy calling out Barnabas.
Nope, I will not acknowledge the tyrant.
You go on for another couple hours. There's another rest stop like area. This one has a little carriage that's off to the side of the road, and it's completely open on the side. It's like a food truck, basically. There's all sorts of like vegetables and fruits and dried meats and things hanging from it. And there's another carriage next to it that's open up, and it's like a little provisions shop. It has like shovels and rope and knives and things that adventurers in the woods might need. Hatchets.
DM question.
Sure.
Would that particular little shop might have like some feathers or something to that effect?
I will roll. If it's over 7, it has feathers.
Got it.
12. It does have some chicken
I
feathers.
would like to buy some feathers, please.
Okay.
Thank you. I will take a. I will take. If they have 36 of them, I will take 36 of them.
All right, sure. You can get that for 2 copper. They're feathers.
Perfect. Thank you.
You pull over to take a break so the oxen can be fed and watered and all that, which Daphne takes care of. She's very good at that. She casts a little spell, and she actually is talking to the oxen, and they're reacting like they can actually understand her. So you assume she has speak with animals somehow.
How long do we stop here?
You'll stop for about an hour.
I would like to make a small campfire, if I could, please.
Sure. You're going to use the sticks you just gathered?
No, I will find some other kindling and a small. One other thing. Would this particular little shop have like a small, like cooking, like a camp stove, like a one that you swing over the fire kind of thing?
Oh, like a
pot with
kettle.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. I would like to purchase that as well.
All right. I have no idea how much things cost. Give me a price.
How about let's call it a silver.
All right. How about 3 silver?
Perfect. I can do that.
Jack's gonna play a tune while people are hanging out.
Cool. Make a performance check.
Not that great. 11 plus. Oh, not that bad actually. Because my performance is way too high. 17.
That's really good. Jack plays a really nice, pretty song on his flute, and does some dancing too, probably.
Probably.
Shortly after you guys get settled, Raina, Celine comes up to you and goes, you want to take a walk in the woods?
Wait, no, wait. What am I actually answering? Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. All right.
We all
She
know what
takes
a
your
walk
hand.
means.
She takes your hand and goes, "We're gonna go for a walk in the woods. We'll be back in a little bit." And Clancy goes,
I mean,
"Don't go
before-
far. Be careful." So,
DM, do I want to go to the woods?
It's ladies
No, but-
only, Jack.
I'll tell you what, Jack. You're feeling really good tonight. You keep on thinking back onto that fight
Yeah.
under the hotel,
Yeah.
and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I want to fight some more.
That's so nice of her to
Yeah, you
take
do.
her out for a walk. I
Yeah.
hope they have fun.
What a great adventure! What a great, and I'm just like super intense on what I'm doing.
Devok will walk over to you, Lenny. What are you doing?
He will see me. I've got like I went and found like a small stump that maybe I could have like either sawed in half or maybe kind of making like a table essentially, but like set
Yeah,
on the
there's
ground.
There's felled trees here. There's stumps that you can use. As
I
a table.
had from a while back. I had a whole bunch of like pine needles that I collected, and I'm like cutting them up into like just little fine bits. And I took my water skin and I poured just a little bit of water in there, and then I put all of those pine needles in there, and I kind of like started to grind that up and heat it up with the pot that I bought.
Are you making Sprite?
No, no. I'm trying to extract like pine sap.
Oh, okay. If you let the pine
I'm
needles.
essentially trying to make my own glue.
Oh,
Well, that'll probably work. I'm sorry, I'm not a pine tree. I can't help you with that.
Oh, hey.
Do you need a
know,
coconut?
it's
Coconut milk? Think that'll help?
I don't think that would help with this particular thing, but I would love some coconut milk. You know?
it almost feels
Alright.
wrong asking for the fruit that you bear.
Don't we all want to slurp on some coconut milk?
Yeah, he takes a coconut, cracks it in half, opens it up, passes it around to anyone who wants
Now
some.
I'm
Is that
watching my. I'm
painful?
watching
Love a
my
creamy milk. That
pot of
means I
stuff
want
take
some.
root.
Well, you're not here, Raina. You're off. In the
Yeah,
woods.
you're
gallivanting into the forest.
Yeah,
are
no,
literally
yeah, no,
walking.
I wasn't even part of this. So quit responding to me, guys.
So do you have infinite coconuts?
No, I can only grow a couple a day right now. I'm working up though.
So
Is it
the
painful?
like. That's a good question.
No, it's a coconut. Does it hurt when you
No.
cut off a fingernail?
Yeah.
I mean
Sometimes.
the tip of one, not the whole thing. That would
Sometimes.
hurt.
I mean,
Does it hurt when you cut your hair?
You could, yeah. If your
can.
hair is
Really?
matted, yeah.
Man, humanoids are fucked up.
So
Watch
Is he-
watch this. And
True
he
form.
takes one of his fronds and he just snaps the tip off one of his
Oh.
fronds like 4 inches. Well, that didn't hurt at all.
so like the oldest of your family, like how many coconuts can they make in a day?
Oh, like 6.
Like 6. Okay.
6. Where
what
do
are you trying-
your
what are you
A
getting
day?
over here, there, side eye? What are you doing
Yeah.
over here? We're doing important stuff over here.
Oh,
Where do-
stick to whatever it is you're doing over there. I'm curious about these coconuts. All right.
He just
driving
visits you
coconuts.
while he's like mortar and pestling his stuff.
They're not very nutritious. You can't like survive on them. I'm not like an actual palm tree, so there's some biological differences because like I'm alive and I'm talking and I'm like I can like punch things and
Does that make your
I
coconuts
can play the
organic?
lute.
That was
Sorry,
pretty
sorry.
good.
What'd
was
you say,
pretty
lady?
good. That was pretty good.
DM didn't hear you, Lenny.
Oh,
What'd you
sorry.
say?
I said, does that make your coconuts organic?
I don't know what that word means, so probably.
Sounds like organic.
That was a
Never
good
mind.
joke.
Never mind. He
That was
just
good,
went back
Lenny.
to
Well done.
Stirring his stuff.
I think they are kissing, Jack. I think they are kissing.
What? Who's kissing? What?
Nothing, Jack.
I was thinking about how much fun I had at the fight, and I was wondering if maybe we were gonna fight today.
Do you want to?
You never know.
I think I would like to. I think I would like to fight. I think maybe that's why I didn't stay in the bard school, because
So
really what I wanted to do was come here and fight with you
Jack-
guys.
Jack,
Did you?
Yes,
I have an idea.
I love ideas.
Do you want to
Right.
spar?
Wait.
You should do
Yes,
that.
I want to do it.
You should 100% do that after I whisper this in your ear.
Okay. Will you get too close to me, please?
Yes.
Hot breath
How
on your
close
neck,
are they
close.
to me? Because I would like to try to perceive what they're saying. Am I close
Bellin,
enough?
what?
There we go. I whisper that in Jack's ears.
Am I close enough to try to catch that?
Yeah, make a perception check.
While you're leaning in.
And Velwyn, make a stealth check.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I am way too busy making glue for this shit.
What'd
You
you
got-
roll, Lenny? A
I got
1? Yeah.
22.
Yeah, no. Lenny has no idea what you guys are talking about.
Jack just stands up, lifts the flute, and in like the biggest throaty voice they can goes, Barnabas! And makes a swing for Boldar.
All right, roll an attack roll.
Okay, it's just there's no magic. In
I
there.
think
You
we
just see-
should.
You just see Velvin not paying attention to the fight, and he's just staring at Lenny with a dumbass smile on his face.
Yeah, Lenny, Jack
Shitty
just
nigger.
screamed out Barnabas and
Having
took a swing at
having
Boulder.
heard him scream that, seeing the spectacle going on, and then Velwyn looking at me with a shit-eating grin on his face, I will just take my little stick that I'm stirring with, and I'll pick up some of the glue, and I'm gonna look at you, and I'm gonna wink, and I'm just gonna put it back in and just keep going.
Hey,
like that.
Boldar. Boldar, that was a 19 on the die.
That hits.
Oh man, crack!
Jack, are you pulling your punch, or are you sparring, or are you actually hitting?
Let's evens or odds.
The world is your oyster. Let's go.
Evens your sparring odds. You actually crack Boldar.
Okay.
Does Jack understand
I
what
act-
sparring
I
is?
actually crack Boldar.
All right, roll damage.
Okay.
Jack does not know what sparring is.
Hold on. There it is.
That hurt.
Uh,
Hurt a whole bunch.
that's 8 damage. 8 blood.
Oh my God.
Dude, that's like half my health bar. Like,
Dude,
Not
same.
mine.
Fuck.
No, Boldar's pretty beefy. Oh, Boldar, you can use your what is it, Stone's Resistance, or
I'm
what is
gonna
that?
save it. Oh yeah, Stone's
gonna save it?
Endurance. Yeah.
Stones and Turrets. Thank you.
He's gonna get an actual crack and feel the punches not pulling, and he's gonna look at Lenny. Hand me that stick. Thick stick, grabs it, takes a whack at Jack.
All right,
Whack
I'll-
it, Jack.
Oh, whack it, Jack.
A whack at Jack.
Roll an attack roll. I'll say you're proficient with sticks. Go ahead.
Thank you. That is a. That is also. That's an added 20, a dirty 20.
Oh, that definitely hits.
How much
All right.
stick does a stick damage?
It's a club, so what does it? 1d4 plus
No,
strength?
it's not a club. It's a stick. It does 1 damage.
1 damage plus my strength?
Nope.
1 damage.
You would have done more damage if you had just punched him. It hurts. I mean, it stings, but it doesn't do
Dang.
any real damage.
hey, we're in a forest, right?
Yeah.
What do I know about the plant life here?
Make a nature check.
While he's doing that, DM, would you say that I have sufficiently heated up and crafted my glue?
Sure. We'll say at the end of the hour you've made a little bit of glue,
Right,
like
Perfect. I'll
couple
throw
of
that in an
ounces.
empty vial.
I got a 19.
19. That's good. So looking around, this is a coniferous forest, fir trees, like West Coast America style. fir trees. Tall.
You critted, didn't
Uh,
you?
I didn't, but I did something stupid. We'll go to it after this.
Well, yeah, we'll go into that after I do this. Not very much underbrush here. It's mostly matted pine needles, some fallen trees. From what you can see, this looks like a pretty normal forest in this section, at least.
Would there be an analog to poison ivy in this forest?
There might be, with a 19, that would be something that would mostly be found in a little bit further inland climates, you think?
Okay.
But if you wanna make an investigation check to go around and look for poison ivy, you can.
Yeah, just real quick while everybody's distracted with the fight.
All right, go ahead and make an investigation check.
15?
15. You don't find any poison ivy.
Okay.
You find some regular ivy, plenty of that, but not any poison ivy.
How about berries while I'm out?
Berries. Yeah, with a 19, you'd know which ones were poisonous or not. You find a bush that has these small purplish berries on that you're pretty sure aren't poison. You get like maybe 6 berries.
If I got any berries that may cause like gastric issues that aren't like gonna kill somebody, but are not kosher to eat?
Not with these rolls.
Damn. Okay.
Trying to give someone diarrhea?
Yeah.
Probably Lenny.
Yeah, more than likely.
While Velwyn is looking around, and Jack just got cracked with the stick, Jack bellows, "Barnabas!" and drops the flute and tackles Boldar to wrestle him, and I got a dirty 20.
All right, Boldar, make an athletics check.
You got it, boss.
See if you can meet or beat 20, you can resist being tackled.
Yeah. I am not. I do get tackled. That is a
All right.
13.
Boldar and Jack are both prone.
Sorry, I had to step away for a moment. Can I do anything?
You're
Oh,
still
you
out
are
in the woods with
something.
Celine.
You're doing something,
Yeah,
all right.
you're a little
Sorry, I had to
occupied.
step away. I broke my retainer, so I didn't hear what was happening. So I'm fine.
Yeah, Jack and Boldar are
Working
sparring
Celine in the bag in the wagon.
in the woods off to the side of the road.
Yep. Jack and Boulder are sparring, and Lenny's making glue, and
Lenny's
Velwyn
making
is off doing things.
Devok's watching these two spar, and he turns to you, Lenny, and goes, "Hey, want to arm wrestle?"
Isn't he like 6 times my size?
He's about 6 foot even, so he's about twice your size. His arm is twice your arm length. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with you win.
Hey, all right, Velwyn, you want to arm wrestle?
Sure. And I'll hand him some berries while I'm there.
Yeah. Thanks, I guess. He sticks them in a pouch. Roll an athletics check.
13.
What?
Sorry, 12. 13 on the die.
22.
12. Yeah.
22. He just goes smash, like immediately.
You win.
All right, I'm on a streak today.
How about you, Lenny?
I already
no
beat
thanks.
Lenny.
I'm good. So I'm gonna pick up and clean up my little, my pot and stuff. I'll go find some. If there's like a little stream or something nearby,
There's a
rinse out
big
my
river.
pot. I will take it down to the river and I will wash my pot out and then put it away neatly.
Cool. What are Boldar and Jack doing right now?
We're wrestling, if you will.
I think at this point, Jack is laughing too hard to actually wrestle very well.
I think that's probably.
That's probably accurate.
He's having the time of his life.
Yeah.
All right, then Clancy, Reyna and Celine eventually come back from the forest. Celine goes down to the river to wash up a bit. Reyna probably should too. And then about an hour has passed, and Clancy gathers you all up, divides you into the two wagons, and you head on again. So who's riding shotgun this time?
What?
I'll do it. I'll ride shotgun this time.
All right, Jack, roll me a D100.
D100. I actually have one. I dropped it.
Don't do that.
I think you dropped something.
Don't drop the soap.
Wait, you
Look, Gary,
you
the
legitimately have the
blue.
D100 die, or are you doing the math?
Kinda. I have a D10. Wait, where's my thing? I have a D10 that has it the tens place, and I
Okay.
have a D10 that has the
Does the
non-tens
D100
place.
exist?
Yeah,
The
it
one
does. It
does
looks like a
yeah.
golf ball.
Yeah, they're crazy.
It seems
And-
gross.
Whoa! I rolled a 50 right on the dot.
Nice.
50 right in the middle.
So let's see. You stopped at this break around 3 o'clock. You got back on the road 4 o'clock. Another 3 hours will get you to Fintenpire. It passes uneventfully, but the clouds have rolled in. They rolled in during the last break. About a half hour from Fintenpire, it starts to rain. It's not a heavy rain. That would have required a 60 or over. But it is raining. You're coming through the forest, and eventually, just around 7 o'clock, you're heading east. The river's on your right, the forest is on your left, and the forest kind of drops away, and you come out, and it's open ahead of you, and ahead of you is the little town of Fintenpire, which you can't really see because there's like a 12-foot tall wall around it made of tree logs that are just, jammed vertically into the ground. The road continues on past the town, so the town is on the north side of the road and the river's on the south side of the road. This is what you all immediately notice, however, is that above the town of Fintenpire, a couple hundred feet in the air, is a gigantic, massive pink and purple, what looks to be a jellyfish hood, floating 300,
Jellyfish
400
what?
the hood of a jellyfish, like the top part of the jellyfish, 300, 400 feet wide, as big pretty much as this little town, with 3 massive tentacles that are going down into the town behind the walls. You can't see what they're doing. And dotted in the air underneath this hood, between the ground and the hood, are a bunch of other floating jellyfish about, you would guess from this distance, it's hard to tell, but maybe 5 to 10 feet in length total. And Clancy, seeing this, turns to all of you and goes, "This is new."
That doesn't look like something that I would like to get involved with.
I think I would like to get involved with it. I think we should all get involved with it.
I think you should
Yeah,
go stick
love
your
a
face
good
on it.
hood.
That's what you should do.
Put my tongue on
Everybody
it.
loves a great hood. Go
Yes.
put your face on it.
Oh, that seems like a terrible idea. Let's go do it.
I think
The
we'll
wag-
be okay. I'll be first to volunteer. Love
The
a
wagons
good
come up to the wall, and in kind of the corner of the town that you come up into, there's a big open gate, and there's a couple of guards standing outside of it. And as you get close to the wall, you actually go underneath the jellyfish, and it's not raining under there anymore. It's actually blocking the rain. So the town is not being rained on currently, and a little bit of radius outside of it.
Excuse me, sir.
The guards raise their hand. Whoa! Slow down there. State your business, please.
My business is, what is that?
Oh, we're not sure. It showed up this morning. Yeah. we're not so doesn't seem to be causing any harm. Just kinda
That's
shrugs.
weird.
Jack
Yes.
looks
Oh,
sad.
It's some weirdness.
Okay.
And then the other guard recognizes Daphne driving, goes, "Hey, Daphne, haven't seen you in a little bit. How's it going?" And Daphne says, "Oh, just driving for Mr. Classel here." And Clancy waves, and the guard says, "Oh, Mr. Castle himself. All right, what are you carrying anything?" And Clancy says, "Oh, I do have a barrel of coffee for Kim." The guard goes, "Oh, well, she'll be happy to see that. All right, and let me just poke our heads in the back." And they really just do like a cursory glance in the interior of the both wagons and wave at whoever's sitting in the back. "All right, head on in. Mayor says not to touch the tentacles." So and they wave you in, and the wagons continue into the town. This town is a little bit longer east to west than it is north to south. It's walled in completely. So the road into the town goes north off of the main east-west road that continues past the town. It goes into the wall, and then also turns east and goes through the town. And you can see another opening on the other side of the wall over there. Lining the walls on both sides are some small businesses. In the center of the town on each side of the road are 3 larger buildings. The first one looks like it's a really, really high-class blacksmith shop, like totally kitted out. You can see the glow of the forge coming from within it. The front of it's open, so you can see inside of it. It's about 7:00 now, so on May 20th, it's not quite sunset. It's getting on towards dusk. The second building looks to be a classic medieval inn/tavern, and there are just a ton of horses and wagons and carriages parked outside of it. And you can hear raucous noise from inside of it and a little bit of music. And the building on the other side of the street is a very nice 2-story, kind of mansion-y looking building. Clancy points at it and goes, "That's town hall." You look up the jellyfish and you follow the tentacles down, and at 3 points, kind of randomly within the walls, the tentacles actually go into the ground and like disappear below ground. They're about 5 to 8 feet thick diameter where they meet the ground, and they're pulsing. Every once in a while, a light pulse goes up the length of the tentacle into the hovering jellyfish head. Around each one of these 3 tentacles in the ground, some sawhorses have been put around presumably to keep people away, and there's a bored-looking towns guard standing next to each one as well. Clancy turns to everyone and says, "All right, let's pull the wagons over next to the inn here. Geez, I wonder if they'll have any room tonight." And so you pull over and you all pile out. Anybody want to do anything?
I would like to slink away from the group and go to the blacksmith shop.
Okay. So that's what Lenny's doing. Anybody else want to do anything specific? If not, Clancy will lead you all into the inn. So we'll deal with Lenny.
Actually,
first.
is the tentacle close enough that it can be poked?
No, you'd have to walk over. They're like, the closest one is probably 25 feet off the road.
Okay, Jack's not going to go for it.
Boo.
I'll go with
I
you.
really want to watch Jack get shocked by a fucking
Yeah,
jellyfish
Diva's
tentacle.
like, I want to look at a tentacle.
Me too.
Tentacle.
Jack, you want to come?
It's a good tentacle.
Yes, of course. Let's go.
All right. Jack and Boldar and Divok wander off towards the nearest tentacle.
I'm
Velin,
not
you want to?
searching tentacle.
Raina doesn't want to go near a tentacle.
No, I'm more into clams.
Okay, Velin.
All right.
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
down to-
recognize this game.
I'm down to investigate tentacles.
All right, you go with Jack and Boldar and
Yes.
Divok. Celine sticks with Raina. Leaf
Obviously, I'm
sticks
her
with everyone
protector.
else too. So and as usual, Daphne will stay with the wagons. So Clancy, Leaf, Celine, and who am I missing? And Raina. Yeah, you guys all head into the inn. We'll start with Lenny first. So Lenny, you walk over to the blacksmith shop. You hear clanking. Someone's hammering something. You walk in.
Hey, hi, how's it going there, guys?
Someone leans out around, and you see she lifts up an iron mask, and it's a young, human-looking girl, maybe about 14. And she goes, "Hey, how can I help you?"
Hey, how's it going? I think that I have some fairly easy requests.
Oh, hold on.
For purchase.
And she lifts up this huge longsword that's glowing, and she clenches it in a big trough of water, pulls it back out, sets it down on an anvil. Sorry about that.
I mean, that's a really lovely piece that you have there. Fine craftsmanship here, it looks like.
Thanks. I'm still training, but I'm working hard.
You know what? That's amazing. Everybody starts somewhere. So, on to my question. First, do you have about, I don't know, like maybe a dozen just regular arrowheads that I could purchase? Just,
Sure. We got
straight old
arrowheads.
iron.
And she wipes her hands on this apron that she's wearing.
Okay.
And she wanders over and she pulls open a big drawer. How many did you need?
12, please. 12.
All right. And she counts out 12 standard arrowheads, lays them out on the counter in front of you.
Awesome. My next question is, and I pull out one of the sticks that I've been kind of working with.
Hey, are you a Fletcher?
I'm kind of working on some things, and I had an idea. I was wondering if I put just a really well placed hole through right here, okay, and I had like a little piece of a wire or maybe just a thin metal, just some like a little a cylinder, right? Could you craft me some kind of like little wire basket that could hang on that? Like, it didn't have to be very big. Maybe, he holds out his palm, and his palm is like, he's a goblin. It's not very big. Just something that size.
So you want an arrow with a basket attached, so you can put something in the basket, shoot it, and deliver the contents of the basket to something.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can sell you a bunch of wire. We make a lot of that. I don't know much about fletching though. We do have a Fletcher in town though. If you want to go talk to them.
I would love to talk to them.
All right, they're on the north wall. Just you can't miss them.
Perfect. I will pay her for the goods and the information.
All right. Again, I don't know how much things cost, so name me a price. A dozen arrowheads and a bundle of wire.
How about 6 silver?
Sounds
5
good.
silver, 6 silver. All right, cool.
Okay, so you wandered off to the Fletcher. We'll go to Raina and crew going into the inn. Or, well, actually, let's cut to the tentacle instead. So, Velwyn, Jack, Boldar, Devok.
Sorry, I
wandered
was just
over-
taking a drink.
That's okay. Velwyn, Jack,
Here.
Boldar, and Devok have wandered off to a tentacle. And a guard holds up his hand and goes, "Oh, sorry, the mayor said you're not supposed to get near or touch the tentacles."
Oh, no,
And
it's okay.
He's got like a bowl haircut, and like his eyes and face are real droopy, and he's got a spear, and he's wearing chainmail.
Jack does exactly what my brother once did in line at a movie theater, and just goes to the tentacle like my brother cut in front of somebody in the movie theater, and just goes, no, it's okay.
No, he said not to touch anything.
Right.
No touchies.
No, exactly, but it's okay. And Jack goes and touches the tentacle if he can.
Oh my god, okay. Velwyn, Jack, and Boldar, each make me a charisma save, please. I will roll for Devok. Oh,
Wait,
God.
I'm not near the tentacle, right?
You're
No.
not near the tentacle. Only the three of them.
I got a 17.
I also got a
Okay.
17.
Boldar?
You and me.
It's our connection.
Boldar, I
We're
can't
kissing
hear you.
friends.
7.
7. Okay. The DC was 20, so you all fail.
No!
Holy fuck!
This
the level 2
blast,
bully
this
DC.
blast of pinkish purple energy concentrically goes out. Oh, I have to roll for the guard too. He is going to fail. Yeah, he has a -2, 12. So the guard fails as well. So this blast of pinkish purple energy goes out and circular around where Jack touched the tentacle. You all get blasted by it, and the world goes away. And you are floating in this weird pinkish purple
I'm sorry.
void.
Everyone in the party get blasted by a tentacle? Or
No, just
people
Only,
there?
just
only Velwyn, Jack, Boldar, and Devok, and the guard they were
Okay,
standing
thank
next to. You are floating in a pinkish purplish void.
Beautiful.
For a moment, your eyes start to, you know how when you stand up too fast and the edges of your vision start to creep in? That starts to happen to all of you. And it's fast. It starts to creep in. You're losing your vision, and you all go black. And then you're back. You're just standing there. And Diva goes, "Did everyone else see that?"
yeah.
Yeah.
See, I told you, absolutely fine.
Everyone make a perception check.
I miss playing my character
Not
that
Diva.
has
Me
insane
too.
perception.
No, just the three of them. You're in the inn, so you don't know that any
Yeah,
of this is
I'm-
happening.
A very,
Lizard
a
lady.
very strong 11.
I'm eating
I
her
know.
out.
Added 20.
19.
Okay. Velwyn and Boldar, Jack doesn't notice, but Velwyn and Boldar notice that they like glance up the tentacle and they notice like this black horizontal line about 2 feet wide, a thin line, is kind of coming down the outside of the tentacle. Not very fast, but it comes down and it stops and it goes back up until it's kind of at eye level with you guys. And then it opens and it's a mouth that has 2 triangular teeth. It opens and goes, "Hey, hosers, the guy said no touchies, eh?"
Barnabas?
What? No
We
touchies,
all know how
okay?
scary a mouth
With a
tentacle
shot.
can be.
And Divac goes, what are you doing here? He goes, "Hey, that's none of your beeswax, eh?" And then it starts to go back up.
What?
What?
Can we have a name? Can we?
Hey, that's none of your beeswax, eh?
It kind of
What?
is.
Is this tentacle Canadian? What the fuck?
Yeah, it
That's the
is.
joke. Yes.
I feel offended.
I don't know you shit. You touched me and you weren't supposed to, right?
I'll do it
No, it was
again.
okay.
None of your beeswax.
Hey, before you
And the,
go,
the mouth just floats up. Nope, it's gone.
Touch it again.
yeah,
I'm not
nice
about
call,
to get
Jack.
assaulted by some polite, wormy
The
Canadian.
the guard is like looking very confused, and he sees you reach for it again, and he interposes himself between you and the tentacle.
What if we touch it with magic?
What if we just
All right,
push
wait.
him into it?
I feel gross about the whole thing. How about we fucking kill it? I don't want to get tentacled by anybody.
Go, you're chilling on the bar.
Uh,
you don't have to deal with the tentacle.
As you're thinking about,
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm fucking some snakeskin beauty. You're right. I'll step out.
as you're
Also, I
thinking about
poked her.
pushing the guard into the tentacle, this figure rushes up. Looks to be human, has dark skin, hair neatly braided back with some gray in it, probably in his 40s, wearing green cloaks, green robes, green cloaks, and he has a big gnarled wooden staff. And he rushes up and goes, whoa, 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 whoa. And he comes to a halt next to you guys. Did you just touch the tentacle?
Personally, not me. It was
I did it.
Jack.
Just gonna point at Jack.
I did. I touched it.
Listen, I'll introduce myself. I'm Imvelo. I'm the nature cleric in
Invrello.
Imvelo. Imvelo. Imvelo.
Invrello.
The mayor wanted me to investigate these things. I'm pretty sure it's Fae from the Feywild, from what I've been able to find out.
It just spoke to us.
Yeah, it did that when I touched it too. Did you go to like a pinkish purplish void for a second?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was kind of cool, honestly.
That's why the mayor said he didn't want anyone else to touch it. We're not sure exactly what that does yet. What really worries me is what these pulses are. Like it's pulling something out of the ground?
Apparently, beeswax.
I think that's just an expression. And he sees, Boldar, that you are wearing Earth Cleric overclothes with the symbol, the Earth domain on it. He goes, would you be able to tell if it's like maybe harming the ground?
Will I? Hold up. Can I?
Well,
Let me pull that
I don't know
up.
if you have any spells that would be able to do that, but you're an Earth Cleric. I'll say you can insight the ground if you want to.
Can I? Okay. Player to DM.
I don't
Yeah.
believe in you.
Can I try to channel divinity, but not for the sake of the ability, but to contact the earth itself, like you would do with a normal deity, but instead of a deity, it would be literally the ground.
I like that a lot. So roll insight with advantage.
Very cool.
And mark off your expended channel divinity.
You've got it. So everyone's gonna see Boulder be like, back up a little bit, and he's gonna press his head against the floor, and he looks like
Earth.
the bare earth, ear and dirt, and he's going to get insight. It's going to be 22.
Oh yeah, that's great. You, through your connection with the god of the earth, Heimer, the goddess of the world, and through your connection to being an earth cleric and being a Goliath even, you put your head against the ground and you close your eyes and you feel something almost moving through the ground and into the tentacle. You can feel that this tentacle goes pretty deep, 15, maybe 20 feet down. And some things are like moving towards it and moving towards it. But it doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel like it's hurting the earth. In fact, the earth feels better. And if you had rolled less than a 20, you wouldn't have gotten this. But over a 20 means that you can tell that the earth, the tentacle is like sucking pollution, like human waste and byproducts from smithing and byproducts from agriculture, all this stuff that can collect in a town. It's sucking it up. You don't know if it's feeding on it or not, but it is being pulled out of the ground and going up the tentacle.
I say this, but in a very Boldar way. It's cleansing almost, pulling the bad from the ground. You can even see it in the sediment. Look, and it kind of like sprinkles a little bit of dirt.
This feels perverse.
You're not here, Raina.
Perverse? You just porked a girl, a snake lady. I'm the pervert.
That's actually romantic and not perverse. So shut your mouth.
You
The
don't know
tentacle
what
disagrees.
Apparently, I don't know about tentacles, so don't listen to my anything they said about tentacle because I wasn't there, so I actually don't know. So it didn't
Diva
matter.
goes,
I'm gonna
Diva
type
goes,
it
that's
in the chat.
interesting. And he plants himself on the ground, and you see his toes curl into the ground. He goes, yeah, seems pretty tasty. I'd sleep here.
That's so interesting. Okay.
Okay.
And so Imbella goes, well, I don't think anyone expected that. Well, that's kind of a relief, actually. I hope it doesn't decide to do something bad to the town when it gets full, but maybe
So-
it'll just move on and purify somewhere else.
Touching it might be a good thing,
How many times have
other
you
than
it?
not having
The mouth-
I
the
don't
mouth
think
slit
it's a thing.
The mouth slit comes back down and goes, no touchies, eh? And goes back up.
Don't touch the fucking tentacle.
The guard
If
and
you don't
Imbella
learn
are
my
both like,
lesson,
no,
don't
no,
touch
no,
your
no,
tentacle.
no.
We don't want to go from good tentacle to Bible black. Okay, let's just leave that out.
From the
Let's
building
just
across
not touch the tentacle.
From the building across the street, the town hall, the front door opens, and this middle-aged, a little overweight, bald with like long back hair. He'd have a mullet if he weren't bald in the front. Comes
So he
walking
has a
out and
skullet.
yeah, he has a skullet. He comes walking out and he sees you guys next
used
to the
to have a
tentacle. He sees the commotion and he comes like striding over and goes, hold on there. I'm the mayor of this town. You haven't been touching that, have you?
Oh, he did.
I touched it.
He did touch it.
And
Yeah.
Imbella goes, it's okay. This earth cleric here, Boldar, was it?
That's me. Hello.
Discovered that this jellyfish is actually pulling impurities out of the ground and pollution. So he's actually making our town healthier. And the mayor goes, oh, I guess that's some good news.
Mhm.
And then he kind of glances at you, Velwyn, and you, Jack, and goes, you guys aren't in a cult, are you?
Gosh, no. I just play the flute.
All right.
I don't think so.
Sorry, last week this guy came through town. He was obviously in some sort of cult. He gave these speeches all over the place and
Was it Barnabas?
talking. No, he was very
Have you
nondescript.
heard about Barnabas?
I have not heard about Barnabas, but he was very nondescript, and he was talking about how he had a way to end the weirdness. If only people would follow him, he could end the weirdness. And like 6 people ended up leaving town with him. You know, mostly disaffected young white men. You know how they hate everything. So not much of a loss for our community. They were all assholes anyway. But I just want to make sure that's not happening again. Wait, who's Barnabas?
I'm
let me
not
tell you.
100% sure.
Let me tell you about Barnabas, and I will regale him with the tale of Barnabas from the last day.
While that tale is going on to the mayor, we'll cut to the inside of the inn where Raina and Celine and Leaf and Clancy have gone in. Yes?
Really quick, so that I don't forget, because I don't think we're ever going to come back to this. Can I roll something to convince him to like have some type of honor for Barnabas in this town, since Barnabas is here?
Roll a persuasion check. The DC is 21.
Okay. I mean, I'm good at persuasion. Okay, so that's a nat 1, but I'm going to use my inspiration.
There you go.
Double nat ones.
Other
Nat
way.
20?
Yeah. That's a nat 20 for a 26.
So he's listening to this tale and he goes, yeah, we should do something for this Barnabas. I'll go see if I have anything in town hall. And he strides back across the street.
Beautiful. Okay. Continue.
So back into the inn with Raina and Celine and Clancy and Leaf. You go in, the place is packed. It is standing room only. A couple of waiters and waitresses are hurrying around. They look panicked. There's a bard playing a really lively tune on a lute in the corner, but she's just like standing way back in the corner of the stage, which is being taken up by people standing, trying to drink their drinks. Clancy goes, wow, I've never seen it busy like this before. It's been a couple of years since I've been here, though. And he starts to elbow his way up to the bar. And you guys, I assume, follow. And he gets up to the bar. The barkeep is like busy, like it's like that video. Do anyone remember the video game Tapper? Beer Tapper or Root Beer Tapper, depending on what year it was.
It's
like that.
On the Disney movie with the tough guy and the
it isn't a Disney movie.
The retarded princess. But no, but I never played it.
So he's pouring
Penelope von Schweet.
He's pouring beers, sliding down the bar to various people. He sees you, goes, what do you need? And Clancy goes, any rooms? And the barkeep goes, we are full up tonight. Sorry. People coming down from Gregory. There was a big haul of pearls. They're bringing them all down. They're spreading them all out. No room tonight.
Love to spread
from
good
Gregory.
ball.
Go maybe try Kim's place. She might have. I don't know if she's rented out her loft yet.
I don't
loft
understand
sounds
what you're
good.
asking.
Gregory's the name of the town. Clancy turns to you all and says, all right, I have a delivery for Kim anyway, so let's get out of here. This is too busy for me. And so he
Where
leads
am
you
I
all
going to
back
park
out.
my lady?
He leads you all back
At
out into
Kim's
the
place.
street.
What?
Lenny, you find the Fletcher pretty easily. It's 7:00 at night, so he's not very busy.
Okay.
He's probably about to close up shop, in fact.
I won't take up much of their time. I'll just be like, oh, hey, good evening. I just wanted to peruse your shop just a little bit. I've got a little project that I got going on here. And I get out my feathers and I show them the feathers, and I'm like, I was kind of thinking of doing my own thing.
I should say it's an Arakocra who looks like kind of like an eagle, probably.
I leave the feathers in the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, good evening there. I got a little project going on, just trying to make something, pass the time. Got a lot of traveling going on, things I'd like to do. Got a little hand crossbow. I need some fletchings. I was thinking about making my own, but since I'm here in
Hmm.
town, maybe I could get a backup set that are actually, you know, good quality. Uh, I need something that can help carry a little bit of weight. So when I let this bad
Oh,
boy
that's
go, it's got to kind of like balance out some front end heaviness, if you know what I'm saying.
you want to attach something to the front of a crossbow bolt,
Yes.
and you still want it to fly straight. Hmm.
Yes.
So I see two problems with that. If the weight on the front is not symmetrical the whole way around the bolt, it's gonna fly erratically off to whichever side the weight is on. So you'll need a way to
Makes sense.
distribute the weight evenly around the entire shaft. The
Okay.
second problem is
Okay.
you're firing from a crossbolt. You have the wooden base that the bolt is laying into. So it's going to be
Right.
hard
Right.
to create something that will also uh, be around the entire bolt while still laying flat on the base of the crossbow. It would be easier if you were firing from a bow, because
Right.
then you could just put the payload so that it sticks out in front of the bow, and that way it would fire easier. Crossbow is going to be more difficult.
Got what you're saying. I got what you're saying. Okay.
And yeah, here.
Okay.
And he pulls a basket up onto the counter, and it's just full of his own feathers.
All
A
right.
copper for 10 feathers.
Uh,
I got plenty.
done. I'll take 20.
All right.
I would like to. You know what? I'll get back to you on that. I got to think something through and probably text you a few things. So
Okay.
I'm done with my project for tonight.
Clancy comes out, sees you guys standing around the tentacles, calls you over. We're gonna check out Kim's place, the coffee shop, see if she has any place to
Everyone,
stay.
everyone's run the tentacle.
No one should touch a tentacle.
Everyone was around tentacle.
Velwyn, Jack, and Boldar and Divok were.
So Raina was with her lady friend in the hotel room, right?
No, the hotel was full.
I never saw a tentacle.
You saw the tentacles as you came into town, but you didn't go investigate them.
Where
You
my
went into
lady
the
fair?
inn with you.
Where am I?
You're with everyone now. You're all gathered up except for Lenny. You're
So
outside. You're
everyone
outside the
sees
inn.
tentacle. I see the tentacle too.
Yep.
Does
Now.
does my lady fair?
Yeah. She doesn't seem interested in it.
Yeah. I don't either. Okay. Sorry. Continue, please. Sorry, I just had to confirm.
Okay. Where did Lenny go? Everyone looks around. No one saw you leave. No one noticed that you were gone until now.
I just randomly
He's
show back
he's
up.
doing Lenny things.
All right.
He left
Let's go
a
to
couple
Kim.
minutes ago.
Let's go to Kim's. It's on the north wall here, and he leads you to the north wall, which Kim's happens to be right next door to the Fletcher. So you
good.
see Lenny on the way. Lenny rejoins the group. Everyone is now together again.
Just for myself for the future, do we see a apothecary on our way?
Oh, you wouldn't see one on this north side of town.
Okay.
If you want, you can investigate the southern side of town later.
Yeah.
As he's gathered everyone out, he actually goes into the back of one of the wagons, and he comes out with a glowing 3 feet diameter floating circle that has a barrel on it, and he's like gently guiding this circle along. And you walk up to this just adorable 2-story building. It's like the coziest, homiest looking cottage / coffee shop. You open the front door, a little bell rings. There's a little sign outside that has like a coffee cup carved into it with steam coming out and doing curly cues on it. And the coffee cup is resting on an open book. And when you open the door, you see that it seems like half of this building is some sort of library or maybe a bookstore, and the other half has a coffee counter and a couple of tables to sit at. There's a middle-aged human sitting at one of the tables reading a book, sipping a cup of coffee. Behind the counter is a female orc, full-blood orc, 6.5 feet tall, as muscular as Reyna. Her skin is not green like Rayna's. It's more a gray with kind of a greenish tint, which Reyna knows means that this particular orc is descended from the eastern coastal orcs, whereas Reyna is kind of descended from the inland western orcs.
I was thinking the same thing.
of the continent that their orcs are from, Vastakiva. You walk in and Clancy raises his hand at Kim, the owner of the shop, the orc, and goes, "Kim!" And Kim puts her hands on the counter and goes, "Mr. Clancy Castle, well, it has been a couple of years. What brings you this way?" And Clancy pulls the barrel in front of him, goes, "I brought a barrel of coffee." And Kim laughs a hearty chuckle and said, "Bring it on over, bring it on over. What do I owe you?" And Clancy says, "This one's on the house." And Kim turns to all of you standing in the door. He says, come on in, and switches to orc and says to you specifically, Reyna, "You are good and muscled. I like it." And
I do not trust this person. I'm ready to slit their throat.
Emily in real life doesn't trust anyone, so.
That's absolutely not true. I'm the most dedicated, heartwarming person you could ever meet.
Yeah.
Chris being a fucking turd, he knows I'm the most delightful creature raccoon you'd ever meet. So, shush. But I do not trust this person right now. No, I'm a fucking delight. I'm a fucking delight.
All right. You all come in, you sit around tables. Out from the back of the doorway to the back of the store, a female centaur comes trotting out. Also about 6.5 feet tall at the top of the head. She has like short black hair and like a pixie cut. And she walks up behind the counter and gives Kim a big kiss on the cheek. And Kim goes, "Hey, honey, Mr. Castle's back." And the centaur turns to Clancy and goes, "Wow, it's been a couple of years." And Clancy goes, "Good to see you again, Layla. I was just talking to your wife, Kim, here. I brought you guys some coffee." And Layla, the centaur, goes, "What do you need, Clancy? You don't bring us coffee for nothing." And Clancy goes, "Well, I was hoping for some information." He does the whole spiel. He's missing his wagons. He's looking for stones, the wagons, the people, more importantly. He doesn't want anything bad to have happened to any of this. He pulls out of his bag, he pulls out one of the example stones. And the human who's been sitting at the table reading the book looks up at this and goes, "Oh, like this one?" And reaches into his bag and clunks an identical one of these bricks onto the table. And Clancy immediately sees this and like rushes over to him and goes, "Where did you find this?" And the guy says, just in between Stonefort and Gregory up northeast of here. I was on my way from Stonefort to Gregory, and I found it just like a couple of miles outside of Gregory." And I'm going to actually pull up a map here so everyone can see what the hell I'm talking about. Where are my maps? Maps. All right. Should present this screen window. Here we go. Sharing. Okay, here's a map. Sharing a screen, please, Shiro. Okay, so you guys are in the town of Fintenpire, right here. Gregory is this town up here. Stonefort is over here. Clancy says they were coming from Stonefort with these stones direct to Hildenea. Why would they have diverted north to Gregory? And the guy sitting at the table goes, I don't know. I'm just saying, I found it right south of Gregory, right just outside of town. It was just sitting on the side of the road for anyone to find. And Clancy is like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would they have gone to Gregory? You didn't see any wagons with this symbol on it? And he points to his company symbol. Nope, just a brick sitting on the side of the road, plain as day. All right. And he turns to the rest of you. Well, I guess we have a clue at least. I guess we're heading to Gregory next. Hey, Kim.
I don't trust Gregory.
Hey, Kim, is your loft available? And Kim goes, yeah, no one's
I don't
rented it out
either.
yet.
Fuck this guy.
Gregory is the name of a town.
Fuck this town, Gregory. I don't trust it.
And Clancy goes, wait until you meet Gregory. Just wait. So we'll head out there in the morning. Kim, you mind if we rent out your loft? He goes, how about this? 9 of you? 3 gold. And Clancy passes it over immediately. Thanks for your help, Kim. Good to see you again, Layla. Everyone, let's get some sleep. And you head up to the loft. Is there anything anyone wants to do real quick before sleep?
How late is it?
It's about 8 o'clock at night. You guys have been traveling all day. The sun is set.
Shops and things closed?
Yeah, everything would be closed now.
I don't want to do anything.
Okay.
I will spend an hour doing a little bit of R&D on my idea.
Okay. Yeah, just message me whenever you want, and we'll figure out if it's something you can actually do or not.
Yeah, Barnabas.
So the loft is just a big open area with a couple of couches and a big open space and a couple of bookshelves on one wall. It is not private. There is like a second fireplace over here. So like for the second story people, it has its own fireplace in the loft. There was another fireplace downstairs that was in a slightly different location. So this building actually has 2 chimneys, which is kind of interesting.
I'm gonna pork my snakeskin golden-haired maiden because we're both expositionists.
No, Celine says no. Celine cuts that off. Doesn't want to do it in front of other people.
Jack looks a little upset.
That's dumb. She's dumb. We cannot get a room?
Loud to her?
There's no room. It's just one big open lot.
It's one big open space.
No,
All
I
big
didn't
open
say that
space.
to her because I'm not trying to kill my chances. I say that to myself and I say that to whoever will not give us a room. To her, I'm like, oh my god, how dumb is this? I feel so bad about it too. No, I would not fuck in front of this whole room either. Obviously. But that's not true. No, I'm only doing this because of Chris being a DM that won't fucking let me pork this lady.
You did earlier, though. You did earlier.
You had time in the woods today.
You got some
last
good
night.
time.
Yeah, we parked earlier in the woods. What can I say?
Behind.
What can I say?
So
Sorry
you
to
all
make
bed
it
down for the
weird.
night.
Sorry to make it
You have
weird.
bed rolls.
What?
One person can get the couch. Clancy claims it because he's about 60 years old. He's like, I'm not sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, is he a tree?
No,
No, that's-
Clancy is the guy who's leading this expedition, the human.
Oh,
Devok
old,
is the tree.
Sweet old man. Yeah,
Devok
he
wants
ain't
it.
sleeping on the floor.
Devok once again takes off all his clothes and folds up into himself so that there's just a palm tree in the corner of the room now that you would never know is not a palm tree.
Does the palm tree have leaves? I mean, not leaves. Does it have branches?
It does not have branches. It has the
Okay.
big fronds, and it's got one coconut left.
So I can't hang a hammock on Devok.
You could tie a hammock around him, but there's not really anything else to tie it to.
It would be very funny to sleep
And
on
he's not
Devok.
actually rooted into the ground, so as soon as you sat in the hammock, it would probably
It would
help.
fall over. Oh well. Jack tries to snuggle Lenny.
I
Clancy's-
tenfold appreciate the snuggling, and I feel like it should happen.
All right, you can spoon Celine if you want.
Dude, can I get on the
No,
other
no,
side of
I'm
Lenny? Can we
spooning
like?
Celine.
can-
I'm trying to appreciate these guys snuggling.
Oh,
It ain't
you're watching
me.
these
It ain't
guys
me.
snuggle?
Can I
I'm
get?
snuggling in my snakeskin golden hottie.
Can I get on the other side and have me and Jack sandwich Lenny? Can I like sneak up on him?
Jack
I
thinks
would
this is a fantastic
100%.
idea.
I
Lenny,
100%.
Lenny, what do you want to do
appreciate
about
this.
this?
I feel like it should happen.
My
This
goal is to
level,
wait until Lenny's like
oh my
falling asleep, you
God.
know, like passing
I
out.
would
Little puddle.
like-
You guys are basically a Hershey's Kiss. You're basically a fucking the ice cream sandwich with the cream in the middle and the cookie on the outside. That's you
I
guys.
would like to roll perception to see
All right.
if, as I'm drifting off to sleep, I catch this occurring. So let's
Roll
start
perception.
You're gonna pork them.
Velwyn, roll
You're
stealth for me.
porking
We'll have
them.
a
You
roll
are
off.
absolutely parking them. You don't gotta roll a dice. You're fucking them both.
Hold on. Hold on.
I believe in you.
It's
I
not-
believe in you.
It's not
There is no
great.
suggestion of sex. There's just snuggling
No.
happening.
No, I'm suggesting the sex. I'm suggesting the sex.
All right,
no,
Velwyn, what did
no.
you roll for stealth?
You're
I
gonna
got a
pork
17.
both of them.
17. Lenny, what did you roll for perception?
15.
15. All right. Lenny does not wake up.
Well, I would just like to say
Wait,
that
what?
that
Ew, what's this not waking up stuff? I don't.
I would-
They're not porking. They're just cuddling.
they're just cuddling. Also, I would like to say that the Jack is not being not being stealthy, but
Jack didn't give a shit.
but I did get a 25 persuasion.
Somebody awake.
Silent persuasion. Lenny is.
I feel like as Lenny's getting
No,
off to
wait,
sleep,
whoa,
you are like-
whoa, whoa.
Emily, let them do this.
I feel like as Lenny's going off to sleep, just kind of thinking about the R&D for the day and whatnot. Like he's in that crossover between sleep and consciousness, and the suggestion, whatever the hell Jack says, like just puts him off to sleep, and the cuddle puddle is on.
All right. Before anyone falls asleep, Clancy asks someone to light the fireplace.
Fireball.
Nice. All right. You have a nice roaring fire that warms you as you sleep for about 2 hours. Then everyone make a perception roll. I'll make it for Raina. Oh, I rolled shit. Raina, you do not wake up.
Jack also does not wake up. I got
19.
7.
Who got a 19?
21.
Velwyn wakes up. Sorry, Lenny?
21.
Lenny wakes up. Boldar?
Good
You're
morning.
muted.
I fucking hate you.
Boldar? Did roll a perception for me, please? You're mute. There you go.
Sorry, my wife was asking me something.
Oh.
Oh, that hurts my soul.
Perception is going to be 13.
13. Okay, you don't wake up, but I rolled really high. Devok, Leaf, and Celine all wake up because a voice comes out of the lit fireplace and says, "Hey, psst, excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm trying to find a human named Barnabas." What? You guys again?
Yeah.
This is a different fireplace.
Right. This is Barnabas. I'll just hold.
We
I'm
went
gonna
over
shank
this
you.
last time. Barnabas is like this old human guy. He's bald. He's fat.
I'm telling you, you could ask so many people. This is Barnabas.
I'm
All right,
going
maybe
to
this
shank
guy's
you.
named Barnabas. I'm looking for a different Barnabas. Like I said, fat, bald human. Have you seen
Fat,
him?
Anybody like
fat
that
bald
here.
human. Do you have any more descriptive features? I'd love to.
He had brown eyes.
Hold up. Give me a fucking second. I gotta open.
He was
something.
clean. He was clean
No,
shaven.
You fucking don't.
Brown
He was
eyes.
wearing like kind of a nice suit,
nice suit.
even though he's fat. It was like black and it had like a white undershirt.
Nice suit.
And he had
white
like a very like hoity way of speaking almost.
hoity way of speaking. Okay. Cool. Okay.
You guys haven't seen him?
Do you have an easy way to contact you? I don't think we have. We have our Barnabas, but
Actually, he thinks for a second and you hear this weird like almost slurping crunching noise and he goes and right next to you, Velwyn, this piece of what looks like just coal lands next to you. Hold on to that. Okay, look. This Barnabas guy figured out a way to contact me via his fireplace a while back. Said he wanted me to give him some power, so I agreed to make a trade with him. I would give him some pretty major elemental powers in exchange for like a load of gold and a big shard of his soul. You know, standard stuff. So we agree to that. I give him the power, and I'm about to grab his soul, and we like get disconnected or something. That I get kicked out of his fireplace.
I see.
Weirdness. It's,
Right.
Now I can't even find this fireplace anywhere on the prime material plane. I've just kind of been hopping around randomly from fireplace to fireplace, hoping someone knows where he is. Mom is real pissed at me. She says I should have gotten the soul before I gave the power. I know that from now on.
You learned.
Anyway, all you got to do is chuck that thing, and a spectral hand of flame appears and points at the piece of coal into any fireplace, and I'll come running. So if you find this Barnabas, do that. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate your help.
Hey, yeah.
The face is gone. The face of Krolar is
I'm gonna
gone.
pocket the coal.
And you all get a long rest. So Boldar and Jack get your hit points back from the fight. Boldar, you get your channeled divinity back as well. And it's about 9 o'clock, so I think that's a pretty good stopping point for tonight.
Barnabas!
Do you yell that as we wake up?
Please tell me you do.
Yeah, and that happens.
The most irritated, like, groan and, like, stretching wake up occurs.
Good morning.
So who's behind me and who's in front of me?
I'm in front.
I'm behind.
Okay. I just, like, go to stretch and I just elbow you straight in the gut.
Morning.
Yeah. And I just pop to my feet and go on with my morning.
I will
right.
tell people about the Barnabas call if they were not awake for the transaction, by the way.
Yeah, anyone who wasn't awake, you get informed that Krolar, the firehead, showed up in this fireplace and was asking about a guy named Barnabas. This happened once before to some of these people. So
And it's only gonna get worse because like everybody's gonna know this asshole is Barnabas, so it's only gonna get worse.
Velwyn, you could give some of your soul to Krolar for power.
I could.
We're gonna end the episode here though tonight. So thanks everyone for playing. I'm gonna do outros now. I have been Chris, your dungeon master. Shiro.
I have been Velwyn, or Dakota, or Shiro. Yeah. Your biggest Barnabas Glazer.
Yeah.
I've been Barnabas Glazer, your biggest Velwyn, Shiro, or Dakota.
Wait, this is getting confusing. Dragon/Tony.
Good evening, and yeah, Lenny's making stuff. That's all I got.
Barnabas.
Emily, say goodnight.
Hey, your girl Rainy here, your delicious, tough-ass orc. But legitimately, I didn't hear the last 10 minutes because my speaker was fucked up. So that's not on me, and they'll explain to me later.
Yeah.
But fuck the police except for my mother, and I'll flex so hard in front of all y'all.
And Amador.
That's me. I'm Amador, but I play Boldar. Rock and Stone. Thanks.
All right. And that's it for this episode tonight. I hope we get to play again soon. I enjoyed this a lot.
Me
Good night, everyone.
too.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another Vibe Tribe production. What's going to happen next time? Well, you're going to have to tune in to find out. But until then, remember, take care of yourself, love one another, and as always, make sure that you keep the good times rolling. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time.